Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Amazing Sharks. Today, we are going to be learning about the cookie cutter shark, a little known but very interesting little guy. So, I hope you guys will stay tuned and enjoy. The cookie cutter shark, or Isitius brachiosus, is also called the cigar shark. It is a species of small squaliform shark in the family Dalatidae. This shark lives in warm oceanic waters worldwide, particularly near islands, and has been recorded as deep as 2.3 miles. It migrates vertically up 1.9 miles every day, approaching the surface at dusk and descending with the dawn. Reaching only 16.5 to 22 inches in length, the cookie cutter shark has a long cylindrical body with a short blunt snout, large eyes, two tiny spineless dorsal fins, and a large caudal fin. It is dark brown with light emitting photophores covering its underside except for a dark collar around its throat and gill slits. The name cookie cutter shark refers to its feeding method of gouging round plugs as if cut out with a cookie cutter out of larger animals. Marks made by the cookie cutter sharks have been found on a wide variety of marine mammals and fishes, and on submarines, undersea cables, and human bodies. It also consumes whole smaller prey such as squid. Cookie cutter sharks have adaptation for hovering in the water column and likely rely on stealth and subterfuge to capture more active prey. Its dark color seems to mimic the silhouette of a small fish, while the rest of its body blends in with the downwelling light via its ventral photophores. When a would-be predator approaches the lure, the shark attaches itself using its sectorial lips and specialized pharynx and neatly excises a chunk of flesh using its bandsaw-like set of lower teeth. This species has been known to travel in schools. Due to its oceanic habitat, this shark is rarely encountered by humans. However, a handful of documented attacks on humans were apparently caused by cookie cutter sharks. And we can prove this because the cookie cutter shark leaves a specifically shaped hole when it tears off a chunk of flesh. This diminutive shark is not regarded as dangerous to humans, however, and the International Union for Conservation of Nature has listed the cookie cutter shark under least concern as it is widely distributed, has no commercial value, and is not particularly susceptible to fisheries. Something interesting I found about the cookie cutter shark is that it actually got its name, Isidius, its genus name, by American ichthyologist Theodore Nicholas Grill, and it is named after Isis, the Egyptian goddess of light, who is also the mother goddess of Egypt and the goddess that I worship. One of the earliest accounts of wounds left by the cookie cutter shark on various animals is in the ancient Samoan legend, which held that Atu, entering Paluli Bay, would leave behind pieces of their flesh as a sacrifice to the community chief. In later centuries, various other explanations for the wounds were advanced, including lampreys, bacteria, and invertebrate parasites. However, after a while, the U.S. Bureau of Commercial Fisheries discovered that the cigar shark, also known as the cookie cutter shark, was responsible. That is where it got its popularized name, cookie cutter shark. The green luminance of the cookie cutter shark is the strongest known of any shark and has been reported to persist for 3 hours after it has been taken out of the water. The ventrally positioned photophore serves to disrupt its silhouette from below by matching the downwelling light, a strategy known as counter-illumination that is common among bioluminescent organisms such as squid. The individual photophores are set around the denticles and are small enough that they cannot be discerned by the naked eye, suggesting they have evolved to fool animals with high visual acuity and or at close distances. Set apart from the glowing underside, the darker non-luminescent collar tapers at both sides of the throat, and it has been hypothesized to serve as a lure by mimicking the silhouette of a small fish from below. The appeal of the lure would be multiplied in a school of sharks, as it is known to have swim around in schools at times. If the collar does function this way, the cookie cutter shark would be the only known case of bioluminescence in which the absence of light attracts the prey, while its photophores serve to inhibit detection by predators. As sharks can only match a limited range of light intensities, it has been suggested that this vertical movement might serve to preserve the effectiveness of its disguise across various times of day and weather conditions. The cookie cutter shark bites anything that is found in its natural habitat, including cetaceans, which are whales and dolphins, pinnipeds, which are seals and sea lions, dugongs, or as we know them as sea cows, larger sharks, including every type of shark from great white to tiger sharks, stingrays, bony fishes such as tunas, dolphin fishes, jack, and uh, pomfrets. The cookie cutter shark also regularly hunts and eats entire squid that are smaller than itself. Parasitic attacks by the cookie cutter shark leave a round crater wound averaging 2 inches across and 2.8 inches deep. The prevalence of these attacks can be high. Off Hawaii, nearly every adult spinner dolphin bears scars from this species. Diseased or otherwise weakened animals appear to be more susceptible, and in the western Atlantic, observations have been made of emaciated beached melon-headed whales with dozens to hundreds of recent and healing cookie cutter shark wounds. While such wounds are rare, on non-emaciated beached whales, the impact of parasitism on prey species in terms of resources diverted from growth or reproduction is uncertain. The cookie cutter shark exhibits a number of specializations to its mouth and pharynx for its parasitic lifestyle. First, it secures itself to the body by using its tongue to create pressure lower than that of its surrounding. Its sucking lips ensure a tight seal. It then bites using its narrow upper teeth as anchors while its razor sharp lower teeth slice into the prey. And then the shark twists and rotates its body to complete a circular cut, quite possibly aided by the initial forward momentum and subsequent struggles of its prey. The actions of the lower teeth may also be assisted by the back and forth vibrations of the jaw, a mechanism akin to that of an electric carving knife. The shark's ability to create strong suction into its mouth probably also helps in capturing smaller prey. So I'm sure you're curious about the attacks on humans. Well, there are several attacks that have been indicated to cookie cutter sharks, such as when an underwater photographer on an open ocean dive um, came into a school of those guys. Then we've got some shipwreck survivors who suffer small bites during the night. You've got in 2009, a Maui resident was bitten by a cookie cutter shark while swimming. Apparently, in Hawaii, there's quite a few bites by cookie cutters. There's several that happen in the Kauai Channel. It seems to inhabit that specific spots particularly. Um, Two or three of the swimmers that did get attacked were using shark deterrents, the electrical ones, and didn't do any good. There was a 7-year-old boy in Queensland with his family who was bitten in the leg. Um, a deepwater swimmer off of Hawaii was bitten on the right foot and calf. And then there was an indication of a man in 2023 who was bitten by 2 cookie cutters while swimming in the Molokai Channel. But he was able to grab and throw both sharks before serious injury was inflicted. So they're small sharks, so it's as simple as picking them up and getting them away from you to get them to stop. There also have been reports of cookie cutters attacking bodies that are in the waters. And during the 1970s, there was a rendition of Navy submarines that were forced to base, which had to repair damage caused by cookie cutter sharks. Apparently, they don't know exactly how the shark managed to damage these ships, but it's something that was fixed by applying a fiberglass coating to prevent them from being able to damage the ship anymore. They have been known to damage fishing nets and things like that. So there's minor detrimentation with that when it comes to nets. They're just a shark that you just really don't want to encounter if you cannot all help it, you know. All right, and to finish off this video about cookie cutter sharks, I would like to share a little bit about what we know about their breeding behavior. Like other dogfish sharks, this is a aplacental viviparous shark with embryos being sustained by yolk until birth. They have Females have two functioning uteri and give birth to litters of 6 to 12 pups. Case has been recorded of a female carrying 9 embryos. Newborn cookie cutters are about 5.5 to 5.9 inches long. Males attain sexual maturity at 14 inches and females at 15 inches. And I want to thank you so much for watching this video on cookie cutter sharks. You guys, remember, how's it feel? Hashtag how's it feel? Let's get that going. Let's get that out there. And as promised, our social media is all ready. Please look at the description of my channel as well as the description in this video and my previous videos. I am posting all our social media links in there. Join every day. Shark news, shark facts, anything I can find about sharks will be posted daily in social media as soon as I get people in there. So share, like, subscribe, etc., etc. Thank you so much for listening to my video. Next week, tiger sharks. Let's learn all about those guys.